as with his companions. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was a caring person. He will not see your brother sad in the masjid and will say, Salaam alaikum, and then he'll pass you. He noticed things. Do brothers and sisters, let's be honest. If you find a sister or a brother just sitting in a corner in the masjid like this, would you care to say, how are you, Salaam alaikum? If you don't know the person, if you don't know them, then go to take your shoes and leave. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he saw a companion sitting in the masjid. In the time is not time of salah. He entered his house next to the masjid. He saw the man sitting. He said, why are you sitting in the masjid at not time of salah? He said, oh Rasulullah, I have a lot of debts, financial troubles. I'm worried. I have so much things to worry about. Rasulullah put his hand in the shoulder of the man, give him comfort. And he said, should I teach you some words that will bring comfort to you? He said, oh Rasulullah, teach me those words. He said, say, oh Allah, I seek refuge by you. Min al-ham, being worried. We worry about so many things, don't we, in America? There's so many things that get us worried. And rightly so. إِنَّ أَعُوذُ بِكُم مِنَ الْهَمِّ وَالْحَزَنِ. Oh Allah, I seek refuge by you from being worried and from sadness. هم والحزن. وَالْعَجْزِ وَالْكَسَلِ. From being lazy and being helpless. وَالْجُبْنِ وَالْبُخْلِ. Being coward and being stingy. وَغَلَبَةِ الدَّيْنِ وَقَهْرَ الرِّجَالِ. From overwhelmed financial troubles and debts, and from the oppression of men. He saw Khalid ibn Walid. He said, how are you feeling? Radiallahu anhu. He said, I cannot sleep at night. I have araq. Then he said to him, should I teach you what to say? Then he taught him a hadith, so that a dua to help him to go to sleep. He met one of the companions and said, how are you feeling today? The companion says, أصبحت مؤمنا. I feel I'm a believer today. Excitement. You know, this is casual asking. No appointment. It doesn't have to be, okay, send a letter. Okay. Now, he just go to the street and walk in the street, grab a companion. How you feel? He said, أصبحت مؤمنا يا رسول الله. I feel I'm a believer today. Rasulullah said, oh, what's the sign of your belief? What did he do? He said, أضمأت نهاري وقمت ليلي. I fasted during the day and stood and prayed at night. وعزفت نفسي عن الدنيا. I become not liking materialism, detached from it. فرأيت عرش ربي بارزا, as if I have seen the throne of Allah. ورأيت أهل النار في النار يتلاومون, and I saw people of hell blaming one another, crying on each other. وأهل الجنة في الجنة يتزاورون, and people of heaven visiting one another. Rasulullah said, عرفت فلسا. In another riwayah, he said, this man, he grabbed it, really grabbed the fact or the principles of belief of Iman. That was casual asking. Rasulullah. Things that amazing from the seerah of Rasulullah. Those was not lecture was given. Rasulullah did not sit in the masjid and said hadith number 1, hadith number 2, hadith number 3. That was interaction. He was one of the hadiths. Ibn Abbas was in the behind him in a camel going, and Rasulullah said 10 years old. He didn't say, I'm not going to talk to this boy, I'm Rasulullah, okay, get out of my camel, okay. No, he had a serious conversation with him, and that's what we need to do as your children, brothers and sisters. Give them confidence, don't belittle them. Always, sometimes just go, your children go here. This kind of attitude we have. 10 years old, he said, Ya ghulam, inni u'allimuka kalimat. Oh, young man, I'm going to teach you a few words. And he told him that few words. And that's one of the virtues of Rasulullah. He gave him introduction that it's not going to be long. Therefore, don't feel bored. There's going to be few words. No, u'allimuka kalimat. What are they? احفظ الله يحفظك. Be with Allah, Allah will protect you. احفظ الله تجده تجاهك. Be with Allah, you find Allah. Therefore, whenever you may be, need help. إذا سألت فاسأل الله. When you ask Allah. إذا استعنت فاستعن بالله. When you seek aid and help, seek it from Almighty, from Allah. وَاعْلَمْ. And that's what sometimes we need to remind ourselves, because we get shaky. وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ الْأُمَّةَ لَوْ اجْتَمَعَتْ. You must know, if humanity gathered, here, including USA, Russia, China, United Security Council, United Nations, وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ الْأُمَّةِ, people, period, لو اجتمعت على أن ينفعوك بشيء. If all of them made a resolution, they pass a resolution, says, we're going to really benefit Muhammad Magid. We're going to take care of him. And Allah said, no, you will not. I'm going to take his soul tonight. You cannot see him tomorrow. He will be buried. Period. His life is in my hand. اجتمعت على ينفعوك بشيء. You want to do something good to you? لن ينفعوك. They will never be able to benefit you. إلا بشيء قد كتبه الله لك. Except something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have written for you. ولو اجتمعت, if they gathered ضروك بشيء, want to harm you, they will not be able to do so unless Allah written that against you. رفعت الأقلام, pen are lifted, وجفت الصحف, paper were dried, books are dried. To 10 years old. Also, there's another young man, a child, was eating with Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this companions, he telling us that. He said, I was a little boy, وكانت يدي تطيش, and my hand used to go all over the plate. He will eat, like you say, oh, I want to eat from there. And he grabbed this, then he grabbed this and he grabbed it. Then he say, okay, give me your hand. Go and sit there, you're grounded. You're not going to be eating with us. No, Rasulullah said, oh, young boy, when you eat from your side. Eat كل ما يليك. Before you eat, سم الله. Say Bismillah. وكل بيمينك. Eat with your right hand. وكل مما يليك. And eat from your side. 3 words. The etiquette was taught to this boy. سم الله. كل بيمينك. كل ما يليك. For a young boy. That's how Rasulullah, he will come to every level. There's not something called intellectual. I cannot speak to children. I'm the Prophet of Allah. Only the Umar and Abu Bakr can understand me. But you guys, next people, maybe I have another layer where people can make it simple for you. No. He will speak. They said that Rasulullah used to walk in the street, and a little girl will come. Say, oh, Rasulullah, I want to talk to you. She will hold his hand, and she will walk him away from the companions. تأخذ الجارية بيده. He will walk with her. And the companions will be like, oh. He will not say, oh, didn't your parents tell you I'm a prophet of Allah? He would take his hand and walk him away. جارية تأخذه. That's Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We need to have that scenes in our head when you think of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam.